started. Head coach Jim Crutchfield, along with Zach Grossenbacher, Seeger Bonifant, and David Dennis. Coach, first of all, congratulations on to the Elite Eight. Your thoughts about tonight's game?
I thought we were ready to play. I felt that way all day. About 4 o'clock, I said, well, let's get this thing started. I know I'm ready, and I think our players felt the same way. And they come out of the chute really well at the start of the game, and I just kind of felt like it wasn't going to relax. We're going to play good defense throughout. Kutztown is a better team than they showed today. I really felt like they've been playing well toward the end of the season, and we had to play a good game to win. I know it probably looked a little easier to you than it really was. But even at halftime, I felt like Kutztown is so dangerous that if we don't come out and play good defense the second half, we're going to be in a game right to the wire with them. And I thought the second half was the key for a team to come out of the locker room up 12 and really kind of make a statement that if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us. We're not going to let you back into the game. And I thought on the defensive end, they played hard, rebounded the ball pretty well. A lot of times, we look at Zach Grossenbacher and say, okay, Zach will get the rebound, we'll all walk away. But he had to get a little help on the rebounds, but still he pulled down. I see 11 on the defensive end, kind of cleaned the boards pretty well for us. But I know I speak for every guy here when I say we are really excited about the opportunity to go to Texas, because as Seeger said before, and these guys said, we've never been to Texas before. And kind of excited about that. They're focused right now about the team effort and excited about this, but also we've been there before and looking to see maybe we can win some games there too.
Coach, do you think that this game was played mostly at the pace that you wanted from start to finish?
I think so, and we're capable of playing at different paces. Kutztown's not afraid to run too, and they actually leaked out and got a couple easy buckets on us. But we like the pace, and I felt like there was a time in the second half where if we execute good offense, we're going to get an easy shot. I thought they were a little worn down defensively, and we had them spread out. So, and I think the pace of the game is why that happens.
Coach, a couple things jump out statistically. First of all, you guys didn't hit your first three-pointer until about 7.5 minutes into the game. Is that the longest you guys have? Is that the latest you guys have hit your first three, or?
I don't know, but I felt like they were all clean looks, and that's what we talk about. If we get good clean looks, then they're going to start to go in. We did not have a great shooting night, 8 for 24. We hit a few daggers, I thought, late in the game. We were up about 15 or 20 that really kind of sealed the deal for us. But, when you're shooting the ball poorly but you're still winning, then you're taking care of the small things then.
David, actually, let me ask Seeger first. About right before that first media timeout, you guys went 3 minutes without a whistle from about 16-minute mark to about the 13:07 mark. I mean, did that wear on you guys a little bit, like before you got to that first media?
I don't really think so. We're used to playing like that all fall. Every day we're playing open gyms and we're pushing ourselves. Coach says, that's our main conditioning, and so we're one team that we're used to pushing ourselves when we're tired. And we can play when we're tired. We can make plays when we're tired. And so I think just off-season work and just translating that into games is key for us as a program.
Yeah, you guys, and it's like one of the knocks over the years has been, I guess, defensively. As you go through from that media timeout, and I guess I'll ask Dave this question. You held them to 7 to 23 shooting in that last stretch from that first media timeout to halftime. I mean, is that really one element of the game that's really been improving over the last year or two?
Yes. When we lost our first two, we realized that if we're going to win this whole thing, that we got to get some stops. And coach is always preaching about defense is going to win it for us because we easily can score and we'll get the shots that we want. So if we do get the stops and we get them in strands like we did today, then it's going to be hopefully a blowout like it was tonight.
That first half, you also had that no-look pass to Devin. Almost looked like it was going to go out of bounds. I mean, was that just an instinctive play there? Or, I mean, that was...
Devin was just in the right spot. The floor was very spaced out. I had Gross all the way in the corner and Seeger in the other corner. So with two good shooters as them, and then Devin cutting right down the middle, running the floor hard, it was just, I guess you can say an instinct, but we practice on it all the time. And just, like you said, in the fall, all the open gyms, and you get used to the chemistry and playing with everybody else. So, I guess you can say it was an instinct.
Coach, you have to balanced attack going on tonight. I know Seeger was held up, only had 18 points, but he also had 4 guys who scored at least 15. I mean, you have to, your thoughts on that? Is that something you're happy with, or?
You know, it's kind of funny. We don't even really talk about the scoring that much. It just happens naturally. You know, who scores the points? Obviously, Seeger, he scored his fair share of points here at West Liberty. And, you know, I heard him announce tonight that he was the all-time leading scorer in the history of West Liberty basketball. And I just think it's really a rare type of player that could have an honor. That's such a huge honor. That has an honor like that, and that's really secondary in his mind at this point in time. He really, right now, the most important thing to Seeger, I know him. And it's about our team and winning basketball games. He's like everybody else. That's a great honor. It's like, wow, I'm the leading scorer in school history. I know that really means a lot to him, but not as much as it means to be on a team that's winning and has a chance to go to the national tournament.
Zach, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually going to be your first appearance with the Hilltoppers in the Elite Eight. Has it started to sink in yet that you're part of something special here?
I mean, not yes and no. I knew coming in that the team overall, Coach Crutchfield, it's just a winning program, so they're used to it here, and it's nice to be a part of. And I think it will sink in probably in the morning. So I'm just happy to get the win and get to the Elite Eight.
David, two-part. First of all, you played in a lot of big games at Harvest Prep, but this is the biggest one for you yet on this level, and you come a couple assists away from a triple-double. Did that experience in high school in those big games enable you to come in here and be calm? And secondly, what does it mean to play such a big role to help guys like Seeger, get to where they want to go?
Starts with the coaches just being in my ear. You can do it. We have the confidence in you. The players always in my ear saying, we have the confidence in you. And I would say yes, playing at Harvest Prep and playing in the state championship and all the big games there and traveling makes it a little easier coming here and adjusting and getting used to the program and all that stuff. And the triple-double, I'm not really looking at numbers. I mean, I'm surprised I was even that close, but I'm just glad we got the win.
To that extent, 20 assists, 8 turnovers, you've got to be pleased with the ratio, the way your players have been disciplined and the way they've been protecting the ball, as it were.
Well, that's key. We have to be a team that doesn't give the ball up much. We have to win the turnover battle, and I think we're second in the nation out of 300 some teams in turnover to assist ratio. And it's hard to say, but we actually expect to be in the top 1, 2, 3. We expect to be in the top of the country when it comes to our passing compared to how long we go without losing a basketball. And 20-8 is a good number, but it's not even that far off the norm that we expect. And part of it is sharing the ball. These guys share the ball well. Kind of like the fact that a lot of our spaced offense ended up with Zach Grossenbacher with a dunk or reverse layup. Everybody touched the basketball in those possessions. It's key. There's certain things that we have to be good at West Liberty.
Now, does that make it difficult to defend against? Because if you're on the opposing team and you're seeing all this ball moving, it's almost as if it's pick your poison. Would that be a fair assessment?
I can't speak for the other teams, but I'm going to venture an answer of yes.
I guess but you look at this year now, they're going to be reseeding by tomorrow once all the regional finals are set. And does that make it a little more difficult? Because in the past, you at least knew what region you were going to be going up against, and now it's pretty much you won't know till tomorrow morning.
I don't think it makes a difference for us. We're fortunate to have some experience there, and my experience has been every single team has a chance to win it. Every single team is pretty even. There hasn't been any time where I felt like, wow, it's a shame those two teams met early, because that would have been a championship game. Every championship game has been even. It didn't need to be seeded. I'm not in control of the NCAA, but they want to do something different. But I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference. We're not going to be the 1 seed, but we're not going to be the 8 seed. We'll probably be, my guess, we'll probably be in the 3-4 range. But the teams we're playing at 3, 4, 5, they're not any different than teams at 7, 8, or 1, in my opinion. We've been there 4 times. We've lost at buzzer beaters. We've won our share games. We've won 4 games. I've never felt like We had an easy team to play, and I've never felt like we had a team we couldn't beat. Everybody there can win it.
David, how big is it having a seasoned veteran like Seeger really to like show you guys the West Liberty way as you go into the Elite Eight?
He helps a lot. He's always in my ear just saying, we gotta win this game. One game at a time. I know you wanna go to Texas, but one game at a time. We gotta win this one. And it's not just Seeger, it's all the veterans. Michael and Birdie and Devin Hearn and all of them are just always in my ear. Win this game, and after the game we'll celebrate, and the next morning we'll look our tickets to Texas.
Great deal.
Well, with that end, Seeger, I mean, you were mentioning the other night you've never been to Texas. Well, now your wish comes true. Has it sunk in yet?
No, probably not till we get on the plane. Hopefully a plane, right?
Hopefully a plane.
Yeah, so we probably will sink in once we get down there. But again, like David said, we're not satisfied just to get there. I think we're good enough, and our defense can play well enough that we can win it down there.
Now, you certainly seem to have the home court advantage tonight, but at some point during the regionals, one of the teams out of Lone Star Conference is going to be in that Elite Eight. There, is it going to be a little different, where it's going to seem like if you end up beating either Angelo or Tarleton State out of that league, it's going to be like a home court advantage for them? Or?
No, we played our fair share of games, at Fairmont, packed house like that. But don't sleep on our fans. We got the best fans, I think, in the nation. So I bet we'll have a couple topper fans down there.
I think that'll do it. Coach, once again, congratulations.